Sabi nila, it's not enough that you do a good thing. Okay naman yun, gumawa ka ng mabuti. Pero kakambal nung paggawa ng mabuti is to have the right motivation of doing it. Otherwise, you may be doing good things with the incorrect or wrong motivation. And the first part of the gospel for today, the issue on fasting, points to that reality. No? Alam po natin sa mga Hudyo, isa ito sa mga pillars ng kanilang piety. No? Alam naman po natin, malapit na ang Kwaresma. Parang napaka-ikli lang itong first part ng ating ordinary time. No? Next month, Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday na, no? Parang hindi pa tayo nakakapagpahinga. Trabaho na naman kasi Lent na naman, no? But you see, one of the pillars of Jewish piety is fasting. Para sa mga Hudyo, napakahalaga ito. That is why in the gospel, yung mga Pariseo, tinatanong nila sa mga alagad ni Jesus at kay Jesus mismo, bakit yung mga alagad ni John ay nag-aayuno? They are fasting. But your disciples do not. What was wrong with that? No? It's not because fasting is good in itself, no? But it must be accompanied with the correct and the right motivation. Ang problema kasi sa mga Pariseo, yes, they were fasting. This is good. But they had the wrong motivation of doing it. Simply by fulfilling it. Na wala man lang, alam mo yun, gumagawa ka ng mabuti, pero mali naman yung intention mo. And many of the Pharisees, it's not simply obeying the command, no? Kundi, when Ash Wednesday comes and the gospel will tell us, do not do things simply for people to see. Para sa kanila, yun ang motivation nila. Mag-fasting sila, para makita ng tao na they are indeed following the command of the Lord and they are fasting. Para makita ng mga tao, religious yan kasi nagpa-fasting. Sinasabi ni Jesus dito sa ating ebanghelyo, fasting is good. But to fast with the correct motivation is best. Kaya siguro sa atin, every day, marami tayong nagagawang mabuti. Para sa pamilya natin, para sa opisina, para sa ibang tao. Check yun. Good. That's good. Siguro ang mas magandang tanungin natin is, do I have the correct motivation in the good things that I do every day? Tama ba yung motivation ko sa tuwing gumagawa ako ng mabuti? Baka gawa tayo ng gawa ng mabuti, pero mali yung intention at motivation natin. So what we examine in our spiritual life is not the act itself. Well, it's good. That is part of it. Pero ang mas tinitignan ng Diyos, hindi lang yung panlabas na mabuting ginagawa mo, kundi tinitignan niya yung nasa loob. Ano ba itong intention ng taong to? Ano ba yung motivation ng tao ito? Tumulong siya? Maganda ba ang kanyang intention? So this is one message for all of us in the gospel for today. No? Sana, whenever we do a good act, especially for other people, we also examine, tama ba? Do I have the right motivation of doing this good thing? Or ginagawa ko ba ito na may maling motivation? Kaya nang sabi ko, doing a good act is good. But doing a good act with the correct motivation is always best. Finally, in the second part of the gospel, alam niyo, matagal na nating naririnig ito, yung old cloak, patching, ganon, old wineskin, new wine to new skins. Alam niyo, kung i-examine mo yung mga tao, it's as if we have the difficulty, especially in Filipino setting. Pag tinitignan mo yung Filipino setting, kitang-kita mo talaga to, no? Bakit? Unang-una, yung old cloak, patching, ganito, ganyan. Sanay ang Pilipino sa tinatawag nating tapal-tapal. Alam mo yon? Tagpi-tagpi. Alam mo, sira ito, instead na palitan mo ng bago, tapal-tapalan mo muna. Alam mo yon? Parang, sabi ko, nakakatuwa na nakakalungkot na tignan ng mga Pilipino. Like for example, sira na yung sasakyan mo. Instead na palitan mo yung part na yon, remedyohan mo na. Tapalan mo, lagyan mo ng epoxy, lagyan mo ng ganito. Kasi okay pa. Pero in the end, nakatulong ba o hindi? In fact, nakasira ito. Bakit? Naapektuhan niya yung ibang parts. At sasabihin mo, hindi, pinalitan ko na lang sana ito. Bumili na lang sana ako ng bago. Hindi pa nagka-perwi-perwisyo itong ibang parts. That's the mentality of Filipinos, no? Well, sadly, sorry for us Filipinos, no? Wala po akong intention na against sa atin. Pero if you look at attitudes of Filipinos, alam mong kailangan ng baguhin ito, pero parang napakahirap sa'yo. Gusto mo, remedyuhan mo muna. Tapalan mo muna. Ganyan din yung old into new wineskin. Alam mo yun, kung minsan, may mga hindi na pwede, and then ipipilit mo na lagyan o dagdagan. At ang mangyayari, masisira ang lahat. It's a good lesson in life, no? Hindi lang spirit, hindi lang deep. Even practical things, pwede nating matutunan ito kasi we encounter this every day. We encounter this every day. Like for example, when you go to your kitchen, makikita mo yung mga clog na huwag mo nang tapal-tapalan. Pumili ka na ng bago. Kasi kung tinapal-tapalan mo yan, hindi lang papakit yung itsura, hindi nakakatulong. Pero kung titignan mo yung mas malalim na dahilan, it's like we have difficulty of accepting new things. Parang marami sa atin natatakot. Alam mo yon? Nangangamba pag may bago. Kasi, para sa atin, importante yung nakasanayan. Nakasanayan mo ng tapalan, di ba? Like for example, one time, yung sapatos ko natuklap. Sabi ng nanay ko, bumili ka na ng bago, patagal na yan. Sabi ko, ma, lagyan ko muna ng rugby. Diba? Ganun naman ang solusyon ng Pilipino, di ba? Pag natuklap ng ganon, lagyan mo ng rugby. O pumunta ka sa Eagle Shoe Shop, dyan sa may Central, patahin mo muna. Ang nangyari, lumala yung butas ng sapatos ko. Yung dating ganito, ganyan na kalaki ngayon hindi na pwedeng gamitin. Sabi ko, bumili na lang sana ako ng bago noon. Pero parang we have the difficulty of embracing new things. Ito yung ipagdasal natin, no? Hindi po nakakatakot ang mga bago. In fact, mas nakakatulong ito sa atin. We cannot grow kung naka-stuck po tayo sa mga nakasanayan lamang. Kailangan, welcoming din tayo sa bago. That's how we can grow as a person, as a community, as a church. Okay naman yung mga nakasanayan nating gawain. But when there are new things, let's not be afraid of them. Rather, we look at them in a positive way. And so, my dear friends, ngayong Lunes ay napakagandang mga leksyon sa atin ng ating Ebanghelyo. Unang-una, we examine, hindi bilangan po ito ng maraming magaganda at mabubuting ginagawa. ang importante din, we examine our motivations in the good things that we do. And secondly, sana, pag may mga bago, huwag tayong, parang alam mo yon, let us not be hostile or let us not be so afraid of new things. Growth only happens when we are able to be open-minded and welcoming to new things in life. We all stand.